Hi, everyone. Welcome to the Digital Experience Team's sprint or iteration planning meeting. Today is Tuesday, August 3rd. We're starting a day late. Some of us had a holiday yesterday. We'll go over what we plan on doing for the next 2-week period. And I believe first up is Lauren Barker.
All right, so for this iteration, I'm going to be building the customer reference template in Flippers, and then I'll be building it in Dub. And I'm also going to be working on our site re-architecture plan with Tyler. Pass it over to Tyler.
Yeah, same, pretty much that. I've got this Bootstrap jQuery update that I keep on kicking down the line. There's a due date on it though of the 15th, so it's gonna get done, and I will do that first thing because I just blocked off. We have one issue. I dropped a link in the planning doc that's the issue of the architecture thing. I imagine they'll get promoted to an epic or something. We don't have granular steps here, so I have nothing else to link to, which means that basically it's this one specific Bootstrap update, and then start using a brain about stuff. So we'll see what happens after that. So anyways, I am going to do the Bootstrap and jQuery stuff first up as tangible work, just to close it out and button that up, and then let my brain sort of sit with other stuff in the background while I do that. So up next is Tina.
Thanks. I'm going to wrap some work from last quarter, specifically the homepage brag wall and the security block. It's kind of flowing over to this quarter just because some of those badges turns out need some special attention. And I'll also start diving into Q3 planning for the items that I'm involved in. So the homepage featured contents block, and I have a question mark here for the points for the design system iteration. Seems like maybe it's in a discussion item above that maybe we should workshop this so that we can figure out what we're going to do. Maybe we can do it all async. I don't know, but I don't know what planning for that looks like without talking to you all. So maybe we'll plan something this week or next week to talk about that. Laura, you're next.
Yeah, sorry, I missed the discussion item, but we can go back to that also. But yeah, for me, I am doing, I also have some carryover work. The install page has a couple of points that I need to tidy up for the mobile version. And then I'll be starting on the homepage compliance and brag wall section, at least putting placeholder content in there until we get everything approved badge-wise. There's also a point for homepage user survey that has been kind of kicking around since for a couple of months. So I'll try and implement that somewhere on the homepage. And then I'll begin investigating OneTrust and how we can use that to replace our current cookie bot cookie banner, and kind of see what we signed up for that. And next up is Nathan.
Yeah, so another homepage banner. It's going out this week. And then the pricing experiment's going to end this week. So either choosing the control or the test. And then there's just a couple things that carried over. There's some last minute kind of decisions what we're going to do with data. So hopefully we can get these 3 existing pages merged. The merge requests are there. I just have to merge them. I think there's one comment out of today about something on mobile. And then Q3 planning, like everybody else. Hopefully meet with some people this week, and we'll plan out and hopefully break down the Q3s or OKRs into smaller units of work. But yeah, should be good. Javi?
Gotcha. Hello. For this iteration, I'm working on some cleanup. Specifically, I have some cleanup for Slippers. We have some card iteration cleanup stuff that Tina, I've tagged you in, but I have to actually write what I did because I've just wrote it out. It's here, look at this. So let me be better with that. I did an iteration for icons. Steven asked me a while back. I was hey, how do I look at icons? And I was oh, that'd probably be a good idea to display those in Storybook. So I'm adding a whole section specifically for all of our icons that exist. Buttons iteration, I know that the designers have added the social, Twitter, whatever other type of buttons a while back ago. So putting those in Storybook would be great. I want to add to our yarn start configuration. I want to add essentially a thing where it's you run it'll run our Tailwind config viewer locally so that you can see that locally as well when you're running both the Storybook instance and you're running the post CSS script that rebuilds every time. I have some points for resolving some conflicts with 0.14 and slippers. I pushed a change that like changed a lot of like the height with utilities and other spacing things. So I have to go into www and make sure that there aren't any breaking changes. So 0.14 is going to lead probably to some regressions. So having to resolve all of those. I have a plan to make sure that making sure that like with this OKR, I'm meeting with the appropriate parties. I only listed the ones that like I think I should be planning the most of. So specifically, I have localization, which is me, OneTrust with I will help with Laura, and then docs, which is numerous parties. So I will loop myself in with all of those things. Stephen up next, who came like in the middle of me chan. So
apologies for that. I'm just overseeing the wrap up from stuff from Q2. So just overseeing SMB enterprise features and the topics landing page with Nathan. So that's me.
Perfect. I think that's everyone. So I will stop recording now. And if we want to stay on and kind of talk about the discussion item, that works. Okay. All right. Thanks, everyone. We'll see you next time.